Okay, welcome back to another A to Z. This time we're going to be playing Hou Yi. Now, Hou Yi is a hunter, and Hou Yi's team fighting potential is very, very strong. He's quite difficult to play because of how his abilities work, and you really have to look at farming during the early stages. He's just like every hunter though. Late game he can do a lot of potential damage, and you'll see that during his skill base as well. We'll play this game through. Honestly, this is like my 12th attempt, and it's not gone well every single time. Like, there's a few gods that I'll do multiple times, and this is one of them. And this one, win, lose, or draw. Hopefully I don't go 0-5 in the first 5 minutes, because that's what happened the last few times I've tried this god. And I'll survive through towards a mid-game at least, and give you a little bit of a playthrough, and not looking like a complete idiot throughout the whole of this guide. So, we'll talk about Hou Yi. Itemization obviously may change as always. Itemization will always change, but the god style himself may be the same for quite a while. And if it does change, you'll see me update the guide with a new playthrough. For the love of God, please don't change Hou Yi. I don't want to have to play him ever again. He's not for me. So we're just waiting for other players to load in, and then we can start this one off.
I'll be with you soon.
Nope. We'll start straight away with Hou Yi's abilities, as we've got plenty of time to. First things first is going to be Sun Touched, his passive. After taking a critical hit, Hou Yi can't be critically hit again for 3 seconds. It's not a huge passive, it's not a huge thing, but if you're trading with another hunter and you get crit once, well, you're not going to get crit again for a few seconds. Pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. First ability is going to be Ricochet. This is the skill that you max first, and this is what it looks like. It's a line skill shot, but if it hits a wall, it will bounce off that wall and bounce up to twice as well if the wall's small enough to go between. So you could do pretty skillful trick shots with it if you can land it, but it's very difficult to land. Now, as you can see, the damage will penetrate through minions and deal damage to the minions as well. If it bounces, it does additional damage. And it's also a stun thing on it to do with the Mark of the Golden Crow. So if you actually hit someone with this when they've got the Mark of the Golden Crow on them, you will stun them. Talking about the Mark of the Golden Crow, here we go. It's the second ability. It increases damage by 5% for every 10% of missing health. So it deals additional damage, but it also applies effects from your other abilities, such as your 1, which gives you a stun. Your 3 is going to be Dive Bomb. Now this is your escape ability. You leap into the air and are immune to damage for a few seconds while you're up there, and can deal some decent damage, and land on the ground, and it deals some okay damage. If they've got the Mark of the Golden Crow, it's also a knockback effect, but generally using this for the escape, not necessarily as an engage, but you can use it as an engage. Final ability to talk about is going to be the Sunbreaker. This is his ultimate. It's a big AoE nuke on the ground that rains down multiple missiles that cause a lot of damage against the enemy team. If they're marked by the Golden Crow, then it's going to also slow that target as well. Now, Golden Crow lasts a long time.
No problem. Thanks. Curses.
And they will also be slowed. Sorry, I was distracted by making sure I farm correctly here. So ability 2, I'm definitely going to take my passive. Now in laning phase as a Hou Yi, honestly, you're kind of weak. You've got to be very careful. You're looking for team fights more than anything else, and just to farm. Your poke and your wave clear isn't the strongest in the world, but you can do a little bit. Now the Mark of the Golden Crow, as you've seen here as well, it does have quite a long lasting effect, 15 seconds, which you're going to be increasing the damage you're doing to that target, which means you can set up for a potential ricochet multiple times. But in this game, you're just going to see me play very, very safe. I'm not going to really want to trade for the most part. Ooh, a little bit of lag there. Put a point to our Mark of the Golden Crow, and you'll see the range of this as well. It's actually quite a far range you can get on this ability. As you can see, you can fire far off, and you just, once you've got on someone, it'll fly over there and stick on the head, and you can try ricochet off walls to deal damage to them. Now you can ricochet minions too. Ricochet minions will do the increased damage, but you have to respect the fact that it's not that easy to land. I think I was out of range for that experience, unfortunately. Ah, I missed. That was a terrible ricochet once again. So we're just looking to farm up and stay safe for the most part. It's pretty simple how to play him, but like I said, his wave clear isn't the strongest. He's not got the fastest of wave clears. He relies very much on his auto attacks to deal damage. And if you can't land your ricochet, like I generally miss it all the damn time, you're going to have a bad time. Now, we've not actually used the dive bomb yet. You'll see me use it, but it's got a bit of a cast time to it. And as you're trying to rise up into the air with your dive bomb, it can cause you... It can cause you to still be hit by effects like stuns and CCs, so you kind of have to be a little bit more preemptive with the ability to avoid damage, which isn't necessarily the easiest thing in the world to do in a team fight scenario.
Your right tower is under attack.
And there's the leap up there. And you land back down after a second or two. You can also cancel that whenever you want to land early if you want to, and you can move around during it while you're in the air too.
Be right back.
So best advice during the lane is just look to farm. Use your ricochet to farm the creeps. Always try and keep your Mark of the Golden Crow on them. It just gives them a little bit more passivity. If they want to trade with you, you can deal a little bit more damage. And my ultimate is ready now as well. I got myself a bit out of position there. But while you're in the sky, you can see that you don't take any damage. You can move around there. I just didn't want to move around because I wanted to get as far back towards my tower as I could. And we're just looking to really farm up. Now our teamfight presence, because of our abilities, we've got a stun, we've got great AoE damage because of our ultimate, and the ricochet can cause a lot of damage to enemies if you can bounce it off walls in teamfights and ours, because most teamfights generally happen in the jungle. And that's where you've got an advantage in terms of fighting and getting the extra damage off from your ricochet.
Cancel that. Be careful, right?
We're just saving up for our 1400 gold as per usual. You're kind of used to seeing this during your games as every hunter.
Be right back.
Go back, get my Devour's Gauntlets online in good time. It's pretty safe as houses for the time being. Not the worst laning phase. This is the best laning phase ever so far. I've not died. That's what the ultimate looks like. It's a big nuke on the ground. It fires multiple projectiles in that area. It deals moderately good damage. It's hard to keep them inside it though, unless there's a big fight going on. You do get some opportunities to do like Odin rings and things like that, can make sure they stay inside it sort of thing. Or like, I was going to say Fields of Love, but once you just get a Cupid on the team at the same time, it's very rare. If you do have Mark of the Crow on them though, it does have a slow, remember that.
Medic.
Cancel that.
Need to go over here from experience here. If I ricochet off the wall, I can deal good damage. I'll probably mess this up. Oh, it looked cool, but it missed. Yeah. And that's the biggest issue, is confirming the damage on Hou Yi is one of his problems, that you don't see him as much as you might do in other places. If you can get really good at him and you enjoy this god, don't be scared to play him though, because he can do so much damage if you do land it. Now you can full wave clear if you do get a ricochet off the wall and hit the minions correctly. I'm just not very good at it. I'm not going to try and focus on it. I'm just going to focus on making sure I do as much damage as possible. Max Golden Crow second, just the increased damage you get during team fights. Just going to watch my position a little bit here.
On my right.
Right lane.
Still going to be looking to put Mark of the Golden Crow in whenever I can if he comes in range, like that. You can get great damage off if you do mark it. Force him to pop a health potion for free, I'll take that.
Gank, gank, gank.
It appears Hercules wants to gank. Oh, that hit me, I'm unfortunate.
Nice job.
So I'm not going to push up too far. I don't know where everybody is right now. And with the pressure that's going on the map here, I might get a rotation on me from a Zeus or some craziness like that.
Killing spree. An enemy has been slain. Sorry.
Awesome.
At least I killed a creep. That's the main thing.
Okay, okay.
His attack speed does feel kind of low as well. Oh, if I land abilities, I'd be good at this game, but I don't. If he wants to chase onto me here, we'll fight. I'll force him away with my ultimate. He popped his ultimate to stop me hitting landing autos there, but I had the Mark of the Crow on him then, so I wasn't too worried about taking a little bit of poke. Plus I'm healing again, so...
No.
Enemies middle.
So continuing just to farm up. That trade wasn't the best for me, but when he Rising Jaguared into me then, you can see that I used my ultimate defensively because I knew he couldn't really escape from it apart from walking away.
Okay.
Oh, I missed 2 autos and that was pathetic. Quick trip back to base.
Be right back.
Just looking to farm up through the early game. Like I said, you're nothing too exciting to do. You definitely want to get beads online just to make sure you can get into the air because sometimes you'll be hit by abilities there's no escape from with your 3. Your 3, as you can see, you can move around like I'm showing here and leap down by cancelling with your left click. You can dunk down in the area you want to. It's got quite a big range of the dunk down, honestly. So you can get the damage off, which can be good, and the knock back if you need it. Think of it like Anher's leap, but you have to have Mark of the Golden Crow to actually get that leap effect to give you the knock-up effect that Anher once had.
Enemy missing.
I'm not sure what was going on then. Oh, they tried to freeze. Cute. Can't freeze that, can you, huh? I can just focus them from range. Fortunately, the driver strike missed, but it's all good. We're fine. Oh, I missed that again. I'm really bad at this gun. But no, I'm taking free poke. I don't know why I chose to take free poke then, but I did.
Tower is under attack. Your right tower is under attack.
And back to farming we go once again. I could potentially try to steal this one away with Ricochet. It's not easy though, but we can try.
I'll gank middle lane. On my way.
See how I got the double tap off there? I'm going to leap early because I've got to be aware of the taunt. The problem is that I caught the wall then. I think I got myself killed here by misplaying, by going aggressive on my own. It was a bad decision from me, honestly, and I shouldn't have been where I was. The first time I go aggressive is when I die. Should be looking to farm, like I said. And I went for the damage and the purple steel, and I didn't find it because I'm a bit of a pooper in this. With this god, that's for sure. There's definitely better players out there that can play Hou Yi and show him off a little bit more to greater effect. As more people play him, they'll become stronger with him and realise his damage potential when they can trade and when they can't. But for the most part, it's pretty much the same old. Continue farming, get your stacks up, get your build online, and wait for the team fights. Don't try and trade 1v1 as much unless you get yourself big enough to do so. Sadly, they did my purple buff without me, which makes me very sad. And now they're fighting without me. Which makes me sad because I'm not there to join in. I get purple buff first, they put the purple buff miles away.
Okay. Oh man, this is
Your right tower is under attack.
Landing autos is always an issue. That's a Zeus. I don't have an escape right now, so I've got to be careful here. And then leap away as soon as we can. You still actually take damage when you're in the sky here, as you can see. I need to leave now, right now. I'm probably dead. Oh no, I'll live. So I got a kill with my auto attacks. The rest of my auto attacks weren't great. We could probably defend this.
Ultimate is ready. Ultimate is ready.
Ultimate is down.
Well, I got hit by chain lightning and it bounced, unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame. I do get a kill for that and an assist. Oh, actually, did I get a second kill then? Or did Zeus live? Did Zeus live? Zeus died. I got an assist out of it. It wasn't the best play in the world. It wasn't the worst play either. I had no other option, really, to do that. Change my mind. Let's go with this.
Retreat left lane. On my way.
So you can see how much damage he could do at that Goal Fury there. He actually put a lot of pressure out, forced him away. He actually picked up a kill because they sat in it. You can see by this 90 damage every single hit, every 0.5 seconds. That's a lot of damage when you think about it over 4.5 seconds. So it doesn't look a lot on paper, but when he actually gets firing off, it does a lot. So back to lane, continue farming once again.
On my way.
Don't know why I chose to prioritise him on poke, then he's just going to heal it back up. Bit of a mistake. I'll be okay though.
Ultimate is ready.
Just farm safely under me tower. Tom T Tom T Tom.
Enemy missing left.
Just gonna call the missing left just in case Shubba does rotate to that mid camps. There we go, I called it. I am coming, buddy, but you should be okay.
Enemy missing. Enemy missing.
I'm gonna force him away. Yeah, I think he...
Enemy missing middle.
The immunity, I think he used beads then, which is quite surprising. How he didn't use beads? How is he immune? I'm confused how he's immune to the slow, but it's all good.
Enemy missing left.
Gang middle lane.
I'm gonna go back to farming because the wave's not pushing the tower as much as I'd like it to. I want to lose him more creeps than this, so...
Enemy ultimate down. Okay.
There we go.
Ally has been
Your right tower is under attack.
I could have been sprint too. Yeah. Someone suggested it could have been sprint too. I wasn't really thinking. You sprinted 2 away out of my ultimate.
Enemy missing left.
I wasn't going to kill him with it. It was more a zoning tool than anything else. What team wanted to carry and go in aggressive, they could have.
An ally has been slain. Bye. Your middle tower is under attack.
We'll lose mid tower here. I can't really rotate in time for this. I want to,
Your
but
middle tower has
there's
been
not much I can really do. I can help back harpies though and get myself enough for my...
under attack.
You can see with the bounce projectile, it can do quite a lot in terms of damage. If you can get it to bounce. But the difficulty is making sure it bounces. The double bounce is even more, as you can imagine.
Your right tower is under attack.
I do want to go back to base and buy here, but there's not an opportunity with a full minion wave here. Should clear the minion wave out first.
Been destroyed.
Be right back. Get right lane.
I'll back right now. He might try and lane freeze, but
okay.
I want a quick base arena here. Jump out of base again. So like, near enough every god you can kind of play him safe if you want to. My only real deaths have been when I've been overly aggressive. Well, my first one definitely was. The team seems to want to surrender. I don't know why. We're not out of this just yet. Although, I guess that is a Fed Arachne at 8-1. That lane freeze was cute. He was trying to lane freeze and didn't really do anything.
Enemy spotted. Be careful.
He's got a hard push now. I don't know why he's hard pushing. It just gives me a chance to relax.
Your right tower.
Wants to do that, I'll just pop that on his head and make him back away, because he knows I could stun him now. I'll teach him about lane freezing. Let's teach him about lane freezing, shall we? He'll learn his lesson now, because he was trying to lane freeze when the minions were pushing into me. So, teach him about lane freezing. I'm actually not even going to last hit these. I could have last hit him, I guess.
At least one of us is doing work.
Enemy missing right.
An ally has been slain.
Using the minions wisely then. I'll just heal back up again. He loses the trade.
Attack. Attack.
Just keep putting that on him over and over again. A little bit of... Oh, if I hit that, he was probably in a lot of trouble. But he won't be, because I missed it.
An ally has been slain.
Try and rotate mid lane now and support now that Xbalanque's got to stay there. He does try and rotate, I can catch him on this rotation, potentially here.
Victory.
They can disengage. I can still support this fight over here. Xbalanque's coming.
Enemy missing left.
Enemy spotted. Gank. Cancel that.
Oh, good on some abilities. Use my bees preemptively there because I knew I was going to get hit by driving strike and probably die. Getting hit by a lot by Earthbreakers just lately. It wasn't the best rotation out of me. Oh. Let's just get ourselves up in the air before we get aggressed on here. Stun him before I can get my teammate out. And back to playing safe. I guess I need to defend this tower really.
Building stacks. I'm building stacks. I'll defend the gold fury.
Oh, I dropped it before I can get some lifesteal. That's a shame. A little bit overextended around here without my ultimate, so I've got to be careful. Yeah, I'm just going to disengage from the Xbalanque. He's going to continue chasing me here. He might die, actually. I don't think there's a way of me escaping that, unfortunately. There will be no way of me escaping that. What I will do, though, is get myself sprint free now so I can chase a little bit better. I missed my ricochet onto the Zeus, which is really unfortunate. If I would have landed that ricochet onto Zeus, it would have caused him a few issues. I could have put some more damage out. But I didn't, and I'm a bit of an idiot because of it.
Enemies at the fire
Obviously,
site.
with the 2 as well, just so you know, you can throw it over walls. If you see me doing it a couple of times, you can still throw it. If it actually hits a target, it will go off. You don't even need vision of them as well. I mean, you can see that during Xbalanque's Darkest Nights, I hit him with it. So you can try and use that to just get it applied, ready for the engagement. You really want to try and do it to the damage dealers, for the most part. God, I'm really bad with that skill. Now you can see the issue with Hou Yi as well is that when you use that ricochet, you lose sort of your aggression, your safety. You have to have that up to be able to really do anything. You have to have your Mark of the Crow on them, and then you have to have your abilities to really confirm any sort of damage 100% other than just auto attacks. And that can cause you a few issues. Luckily in this game though, I did manage to hit like a decent level right now. I'm still behind. But so is my whole team because of the gold furies more than anything else. And the kill differential.
Be careful, right?
Clear the wave out.
Behind us. Enemy
Back up because I don't know
behind
where everybody is. We don't have any wards at the moment. So that's my fault with the ward too, I guess, but still. Also gives vision, if you didn't realise that. Well, sometimes you're not going to land abilities, and that's going to be the end of that.
An ally has been slain.
Jubba's still in this side at the moment. He was. He might have left now. But he's still here. I do want to rotate to the fights, but I don't want to give Xbalanque 3 towers. Lose experience to him. That was a bit strange, but okay.
An enemy has been slain. Your left tower is under attack. Be careful. Retreat. Retreat.
Oh, I can't even hit the creeps. Surprised that actually hit me.
The ultimate down.
I actually stunned him in tower range then, even though you didn't see that. I used my ultimate to clear the minion wave. I'm still going to lose the tower though. It wasn't a great play for me at all, but I used my ultimate defensively. He dived in. I hit him with the stun after he landed, and he took an extra tower shot for the pleasure of it.
Your left tower.
And he also avoided the poison because it was in the air. But my tower will go down here.
Your left tower.
And the game's starting to get a little bit, well, a little bit more against us. We're probably in a losing game this time. I really need to get to these team fights though, if I can.
No. Retreat. Middle lane.
My tower being down, I'm not as threatened by a tier 2 anymore.
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy tower.
I'm just going to jump away from that. Oh, she had Magi's. I shouldn't have traded with her more than I actually did then. I've got no wall coverage on my side of the map, so I guess I'll buy some wards. The defense there, that death was unfortunate. There was not much I could really do about it though. Honestly, if she dives the tower there, she probably still would have killed me anyway, even if I would have played that differently and not tried to trade back with the stun. Should have noticed the Medjai's, honestly. I did, and just didn't respect it and tried to stun him. We get a tier 2 on the right.
Your team, an ally has been slain. On my way.
Your middle phoenix is under attack. Your middle phoenix has been destroyed.
Your time.
An ally has been slain.
That actually hit me. Whoops.
Victory. Defend the fire giant.
I'm going to head over to the Fire Giant here. I could potentially defend this if they are still doing it. My ultimate is pretty strong and can cause a lot of issues for them. And that portal will get me there quicker. I might die for this, though.
An enemy gang slain. Attack fire giant. Attack fire giant.
So we didn't get the Fire Giant then, unfortunately.
Attack middle lane. Attack middle lane.
You can see in team fights, my damage potential is actually quite high. He's just getting the damage off. If you confirm the damage, you're a lot stronger than it may show.
Attack.
He's going to try and chase this kill, so I've got to be ready for it in a second. Mercury's here, though. Oh, no. Never mind. He won't.
Return to base.
Oops, a daisy. That was embarrassing. I think I actually could have got the Fire Giant then if I would have actually misplayed that bit a little bit better. I was trying to keep Hercules out of the engagement more than anything else. But he only had Ogwan. Oh, I didn't realise that. I'm an idiot. Thinking the Hercules was also support when I know it wasn't. Really wasn't thinking.
Okay.
Okay.
Just going to reposition myself out of this fight. I don't really have anything else to follow up with this fight though. To keep coming. Oops, so you can see there how you can still get hit by abilities even though you do manage to use your dive bomb beforehand. It doesn't necessarily always work as you intended it to. It's kind of difficult with the dive bomb, honestly, to make sure you use it exactly when you want to. Normally, that reaction time with like an Anher leap or something would have got you out, but with the dive bomb, it's got a bit of a cast time, unfortunately. It causes a lot of issues for him. So, this is probably going to be a loss as expected. I apologise for it not being the best sort of play, but at least you get an idea of how Hou Yi is played. I'm going to actually defend mid lane here. I know they're looking at doing left, but I really need to clear this 5 minion wave so we can defend the tower. It's still not over, but can't gang left lane, got to defend against 5 minions.
Your left tower.
Okay.
Behind us.
know if I'm going to find that guy, so... down more buffs and keep farming. That might get me there, though.
Got the killing spree.
A new threshold.
Attack the Gold Fury.
I think the Golf will be down now, it should be.
Enemies have returned. Be careful.
Do be careful.
Enemies have returned. Retreat! Retreat!
Just going to reposition myself there. I'm going to roll backing away, so I guess I'll join them in backing away for the time being. I did buy this one, I don't think I've ever placed it.
I'll catch them here. Defend the fire giant!
Oh, Jen's coming up soon. That's why I'm just giving a quick shout about defending it. We have a chance to actually defend this.
Ward the fire.
Need to watch my position a little bit in this. Gonna come around the back and support. No, I'm not. And that poison actually hit me, so... we don't have any wards.
Be careful.
Just gonna get myself out of that as quick as I can. I don't think we can really do much in this engagement right now with how this is played. Don't have my 3. Probably going to be dead here. That's pretty much going to be the end of the game. Unfortunately, wasn't the best play from me. At least I got a couple of kills in this one. Honestly, the last few I've been trying to do with him, I've got like 0, 4, 0, 5, 0, 6. At least I got 3 kills before I went 6 deaths. I hope you can see the sort of playstyle Hou Yi has to him. Dive bomb can cause you a couple of issues. You've got to position it very, very well. Ricochet is a very good damaging ability. It's just very hard to confirm the damage on. And he's not. What I like is one of the reasons I don't play him is that my damage confirmation sometimes on some guys is just not as good as others. That's going to be the end of the game for that one. Hopefully you enjoy Hou Yi. If you do play him, you get a lot better than me.